your aha?
Yeah, so what surprised me, the biggest aha for me this morning is that literally an hour into it, I could have walked away and got enough to make what I already do even better.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, and the reason why that was a big aha was realizing that what I already do, I can do even better by truly creating an experience. First of all, it will be unforgettable. We get that, and we'll get that as we get the results of this workshop. But what I got for me was I can take what I already do, really have a purpose and an intention of why I'm doing what I'm doing, right? What am I trying to get from the audience or from the guests or from the moment to really get the results I'm looking for. So, for example, if I'm looking for the bride and groom to kiss, right, to have that moment, how do I create that? Why am I creating that? But to me, it was just like I was just beyond bewilderment that I can actually use what I currently do and just tweak it enough to get to that next level. And that to me was, like I said, an hour into it, I was already ready to say, okay, I got it. I don't need anything else, and I got it.
So you came quite a ways to come to this seminar, and I'm curious, professionally, what was the tipping point for you? Why did you finally decide, I need this now?
Yeah. Well, why I decided to name this now? Well, here's the thing. I had another workshop to choose from this very weekend.
Okay.
And I looked at the information that the other workshop had, and I looked at what Bill had. And what I loved about what Bill had is that it's what I was looking for. I love theater. I love experience. I love creating something that no one's ever seen. And that's exactly what Bill Herman talked about in his videos and in his website about this particular workshop. And like I said, an hour into it, I got just that. It is a complete different experience. Because although the information he shares may seem like, okay, I've known this, I've heard about it before, but it's how you deliver it. It is knowing the how you do what you need to do that made the difference for me. And it was clearly stated in the website. I thought, okay, well, you know what, this is key. And for me, in my profession, it's more like I want to elevate my profession. That's what made the difference. Can someone teach me something that is going to completely maybe different than anybody else out here? Because there's, in the Seattle area, there's over 300 DJ companies, right? So I'm thinking, what am I going to do that's different? This is what's different.
So you feel like you're getting some very practical tools
exactly.
from this conversation this morning.
Exactly. I'm getting practical tools that I can use immediately. I literally started making notes because I have 2 weddings coming up, and I instantly started making notes from the first hour of exactly what I wanted to do differently. I'm like, I'm going to go back and talk to my bride and talk to the event people and so on. I mean, it truly makes us professionals in an area where there's a lot of people doing it, but I can stand out by using the tools.
Did you see yourself in any of the occupational hazards that occur? Did you see yourself in some of those situations?
Absolutely, I did see myself in the errors, if you will, but not knowing it. And it's true because, like Bill said, it's not so much that what you're doing is wrong, but it's more about just different. Notice, right? So, like I said, 15 minutes into it, he gave us a tool. He showed us a video, and I instantly knew, well, that was wrong. Well, I got to position people differently. So, it was just easy, usable tools that I can use immediately. And what I said to him was, it's doable. Man, in the beginning I was a little concerned, like, this may be out of my realm, I may be too over my head, but it's absolutely doable, and that makes a difference.